Questions. Oh my god, I don't actually have questions. Is this just shit I can learn? Because I'm just gonna... Click, click, click. That's all. Okay. Why? Yep. Uh-huh. I'll leave you alone. Bye. Thanks. Woo. That was rough. Ding. So now that we have a sneaky person, what do we do with our main character? Do we respec her again? And if so, into what? Like, athletics for the fatigue? Like, this has like an in combat application. Survival as well, I guess. Lore. You know, sure, let's teach you level 1, because whatever. Swift and steady. 5 accuracy. It's modal. Meh. Can you have 2 modes on at once? I don't think you could, can you? Probably not. Oh, 6 accuracy with an arquebus. Or I could get a pistol. Or really, that's it. It's either arquebus or there are blunderbuss or pistol. Maybe ruffian is best. Savage attack, modal. I mean, the 6 weapon accuracy is kind of nice. I wish it like did a little bit more. Kind of asking for stuff, right? 5+ accuracy is distant targets. What qualifies as distant? Gunner, reload speed. Hey. Reload speeds are faster for crossbows, arbalists, and firearms. All firearms. Well, that just seems like a no-brainer. Yeah. Yeah. Taxes collected. Lost, and we earned, so we're still in a positive. Minor adventure added, expires in 3 days. Gimme. 5% experience. Assign. You. Go. And you. Survival. Pump you into athletics so you don't get tired as often, I guess. Right? Get some of that less combat fatigue. Vicious companion. I mean, we could give you gunner as well. Penetrating shot. +5 range DR bypass. Whoa, baby. She could be like the high killer. It's modal. She doesn't really have a mode. I mean, you would lose attack speed. But okay, so we could keep her on like a fast weapon like the bow. Fast weapon like the bow that just does a lot of DR bypass. Or a lot of chances. 15 interrupt. The recovery penalty while moving is reduced for ranged weapons. I kind of like penetrating shot. She doesn't really have another mode. Go with that.
Ready, Watcher.
Yeah. And we will save because that was awesome. Oops. All right. So we did that. We leveled up. We gave her the book. Sanitarium.
Got it. And
All of you, go. Burna. Don't mind me, mindless theft. This man's soul was torn asunder by a Beowick. Soul trauma. Soul trauma. Oh, every game that allows me to loot. Now that's what I call pilfering. Ooh. Uh-huh. Gimme, gimme. Why did I level up? Cause I... Okay. Because we went downstairs. Good job, man. You went downstairs. Proud of you. 80% maximum fatigue. Oh, that is so good. He just gets nothing. He is impenetrable. He's a beast. Bonus knockdown, don't care. Wary defender, don't care. Utility. You're a defensive person. Body control. Mental fortress. Unstoppable. Eh. Really good at deflection. Ooh, so that's just you don't get as much deflection, but there's no downside at first. Or you can get fortitude. I mean, tell me about deflection again. The defense used to resist direct melee and ranged attacks against a character that are not area of effect. It is defined by the character's class level and resolve, but may also be influenced by shields, certain weapons, talents, and other spells. So, it's essentially my way of not taking a lot of damage. Still don't know what weapon thing I want to do. Not really on the offensive, I guess. One-handed style. Defensive. And it's modal. I kind of like just having the always 5 deflection instead of like playing around with it. These are just nice to haves. Yeah, I'm all about that superior deflection. Done.
Caring for mentally ill citizens is pretty primitive in this era of Pillars of Eternity, hence the dungeon-like conditions the patients are living in. Nobody really expects the patients to be cured. This is just a place to hide them away and forget about them.
Oh, good. For some reason, I get the feeling that one of these people is like a companion.
welcome.
A woman paces back and forth, her feet crunching on soft red carpet. She gestures and mumbles to herself, shaking her head as she pores over pages of notes. Ecosi, excusey? I don't know. Here I am, looking so hard for answers in my research that I do not see the kith standing in front of me. What can I do? What you doing? According to my research grant, I study awakenings. Sublimating pre-awakened souls has been one of Animecy's greatest successes, and I am working on a method to replicate the process on awakened souls. She nods at her lip. But the truth is that I find new suitable subjects here Widewind's legacy has left plenty of awakened souls, but most are too broken for study. I fear I will return to Ravul with nothing to show for my efforts. I'm awakened. I've been recalling flashes of a past life. She scratches her chin. Most interesting, but not the kind of awakening I can study, I'm afraid. I need someone whose awakened soul can be triggered with predictable stimuli. Souls such as these tend to manifest as alternate personas in the host. She gives you a broad, if strange smile, but I thank you for the offer. Wow, it's a dynamic and respected field. If the Bale Reach incident did little to slow it, people in the republics are more accepting of risk, less superstitious, ready to try anything that shows promise. It's a shame that so many show hostility towards animancy. It is, but such is the way of the Deerwood. People here are fierce about their sovereignty, but they are not so independent from their Adiran brothers and their gland-fathened neighbors that, as they would like to think, they rely too much on the mysterious workings of the gods and fear the very advances they need. So, no to the companion. Okay. In the corner of Modred's lab rests a large weathered trunk. It seems to contain something important, if only by virtue of its size. Examine the trunk more closely. Nothing grabs your attention except for the large padlock on the front. Whatever this animancer keeps in there, he doesn't want anyone to have to see. Open it. A heavy lock holds the trunk shut. It's too sturdy to break, and the mechanism looks too complicated to pick. You'll need to find the key. Is it here? No. Okay. Modred. An animancer scribbles feverishly on a parchment scroll while his free hand dances through the air. Counting off unseen objects, his lips move in silent discourse. As your shadow falls over his scroll, he looks up at you with mingled perplexity and irritation.
Good day, stranger.
Can I help you? He forces a polite smile. What you doing? Hey, bored Lexi. Yeah, you want to come over in Pillars of Eternity and chill? My area of focus is wicks. Wicks? Whatever. More specifically, how to cure them. What's a wict? A hollowborn who received a transplanted animal soul during infancy, one of Animancy's early efforts to cure the legacy, if not a successful one. He removes his spectacles and wipes his brow. They show signs of developmental abnormalities throughout their childhood, but when they reach adolescence, they become aggressive, feral, but still victims in need of care. Transplanting animal souls into children seems like an odd solution. We Animancers were trying to do something about the crisis, better than letting it swallow a generation of children. He stares at a fixed point on the far wall, and despite the controversy, it only went so far because at first it seemed to work. People called it the salvation. Children that had never been responsive to any kind of stimuli suddenly seemed aware of their surroundings, of their families. He takes a slow breath. The complications don't begin until puberty, but that's when the incompatibilities between body and soul take shape. Children become violent, ravenous. But we paid dearly for our mistake, I promise you. Angry mobs hunted down Animancers and burned down their homes, with them still inside, often as not. After 15 minutes of Pillars of Eternity, and he gives you this look. Do the face, I dare you. I don't know what look. I've never Pillars of Eternity and chilled. People took to calling it the cruel salvation, and many still loathe us for it. But we wanted to stop the legacy as much as anyone. The public begged for our help, and we did the best we could. I still don't know if that absolves us. Why do you study Wicks? He huffs. What kind of question is that? Just think of all the families that could be healed, the lives that could be restored. What could be more important? His face has reddened and he turns away from you for a moment. He shakes his head. Animancy has an answer here. I know it. It's simply a matter of working it out. Okay. Just looking around. Then be quick about it and don't touch anything. The sanitarium has